Hello, everybody. We are UCelli. We need one more UCelli. Oh, look, here we are. I'm stalling because I did call a potty break. And so, because, you know, every rehearsal, every coaching, you know, there's someone has to go. And so it's like, go fast. So we will wait for 3 or 4 cellists to come back. We had an awesome week. And it's just, we had so much fun, and we could even see an example of that little dance that we had from Jordan. You walked right. We had so much fun. I mean, you could tell we're laughing still. You know, this is going to be a treat tonight. It's just for fun. It's just for joy of music making and playing the best instrument in the world. So I'm Cora Kuyvenhoven.
I'm Wendy Morton.
Mary Davis.
And Pei-An Chao.
So they all relegated the MC and the chatting and the stalling for me to do. Maybe that says something about me talking a lot. But anyways, we will be talking a lot about in between things. Welcome. Do we have everybody? I don't see Louisa. There's one missing. I can count. Where's Louisa? She's coming. She's coming. Okay. So I think I can still do my welcome. Oh, there she comes fast. Okay, this is good. Everyone look at her. Ready? Look at her. There she comes. Woo-hoo, ba-doo, ba-doo. Yay! Wait a second, Louisa. Does that mean you're arriving late and leaving early? No. Did you run that well in those funny shoes? Man, you're good. Whew. Welcome, parents, families, and friends. This is our 5th annual cello camp, and we had a fantastic week. We missed a few years because of COVID, but we are back. We came back last year, and basically this is what camp was. Okay. We have 7 smaller ensembles. We have cello quartets, 2 cello trios, and a cello sextet. So we had 7 ensembles. Then we had 2 smaller cello choirs, Sun and Moon. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hear 4 of the ensembles, and then because of stage setup, we'll have Sun and Moon in a row, and then we'll have the Moon groups play their ensembles. That's how you'll see in the program, and then we'll end with cello song. One tiny little change of order, because we weren't totally on the ball when we made the program last night. The Haydn trio will play after the Lalo ensemble. Where's my buddies? Did I say that right? Okay, so we'll have quartet, trio. So that will be that. Each ensemble received 2 to 3 pieces. And then they got to choose. I mean, we would, you know, encourage whichever one we thought, but basically they got to choose what they wanted to play. Then the bigger ensembles, we did the same thing except for cello song. So, are you guys listening to me in fascination in the front row? That name's wrong, not my fault. It was taped up. You guys, we said, look at the door, look at the door, look at the door. Tell us if it's right. Huh? Zach is not on it? Well, he's in his name is in the ensemble. Zach, you should have really checked the door. Oh, no, we'll take the blame for that, babe. Where are you, Zach? Yeah, I hear all that. Everyone's talking to me, but I'm asking which group you're in. Dvorak, right? Everybody get out their pens, please, that are in your pews. Get out your pens that are in your pews. I'm serious. And please write Zach for Dvorak. Zach, would you stand up and wave, please? Zach, we will print a program and send it to you with your name in it. But is his name on the shirt at least? Yeah. So the shirts are designed by my niece in Toronto, and then we have the signatures from all of our wonderful students. So we've had an extremely patient quartet up here. They will be playing 2 works for you. This is the Elgar Ensemble. With UCelli, because we took our waiting list, we had quite an extensive waiting list, we asked a friend of ours to help coach in the mornings. So we had 5 teachers, but myself and Mary Davis coached the Elgar Ensemble. It was a terrific pleasure. And Addie, would you please define what the first piece means?
Our first piece is called Pastiche, and pastiche means imitation of another artist's or era's artistic work. So it could be a song or a painting, but it's an impression of another person.
Thank you very, very much. We will now hear the Lalo, and your job is to clap a lot after each piece. All right? So, without further ado, are you guys ready? a little change of order, so we'll have the Lalo ensemble because you're a quartet. A little less setup than to do. They will be playing also a round. Really nice way to play together, to have a round that you all get to play through together, and then you can play it in a round. So it's, as a teaching thing, it's great, and just beautiful richness of the cello. The second piece we'll be playing, Proud as the Eagle, is arranged by Percy Hall, who is the grandfather of one of my former students. So there's a lot of wonderful arrangers that are friends of ours. So we will now have a loud applause for the Lalo Ensemble. Woo-hoo! Here we go. Walk like this. There. dynamics that are happening. These guys are listening to each other, they're playing dynamics, and there's real subtle little waiting for each other. They're watching each other, they're cueing each other. I mean, we learned a lot of different things this week on a lot of different levels. So it was very, very exciting, very exciting. That was the Lalo, and I forgot to tell you that Pei-An and our guest teacher, Nikita, coached them. And now we will have the Haydn ensemble, and Nikita and Wendy coached them. And again, we will have a round that they started playing together, and start by playing together, and then we divide that up. And then the Jaku, Ed Hayes is a dear friend from the Toronto Symphony, and we've been playing a lot of his arrangements. So we will have the trio, the Haydn trio. Yay, look who's already up there, woohoo!
Don't forget your bow.
Saint-Saëns trio. You might wonder, are you all wondering how we came up with the names for these groups? Did anybody wonder? Did you recognize anything awesome about these names? They are all cellists that have written, composers who have written us cello concertos. So we've talked about, we had a movie time and we watched some of the concertos from these composers. In fact, Saint-Saëns wrote 2 cello concertos, and here comes the ensemble! Woohoo! That was great. That was great. That's also that Pei-An and Mary Davis coached that trio, and they also coached the Sun Orchestra. So what we did with UCelli is we had 2 coaches per group. We didn't want more because you don't want them to get too many conflicting ideas, but it's nice to get ideas from 2 different folks. So this is the 4 groups that you just heard. They are our Sun Orchestra, and they will be playing a few pieces for us. Our schedule each day started with stretches. We talked about cello stretches and how cellists need to stretch because we play bigger instruments than that tiny little violin. And so we did. Mary coached us on the stretches. We often did it in the narthex, and that's how our days would start. Then we'd split up into small groups, and then one of the ensembles in the morning. UCelli brought snacks, except Mary's mom, Mary Davis's mother, brought a snack today and outdid all of us, of course. There's a good rock stop there we might want on stage too. That's a good one. Let's put that one on stage. So I wanted to share a little story. I was running into the lounge to try to, I wanted to coach somebody on something, and I ran in there, and Pastor Joel was in there, a pastor of our church. And I went, "Ugh," and he goes, "Oh, you know, I have Bible study here, Cora, but if you need it, I mean, we can move." And I said, no, we'll move. He goes, "You know, I already kicked Addie out," he said. And he knew Addie from, her father is also a minister. And I said, "You did? Isn't she awesome?" She said, "Cora, everybody here is awesome. The vibes in this church building from the cello camp, I would like you to have cello camp all summer." And I said, "We would melt. UCelli would melt if we did that." But anyways, that was so nice. And you know, these are awesome, awesome kids. So we'll be hearing this ensemble. I think Pei-An and Mary will each conduct a different work. You can see we have a special thanks to Brian, who actually made a slide for every one of these in the last 20 minutes. He's been working super hard. Can we give an applaud to the man at the back? So now we always make sure, so cellists take up the most room in the orchestra, almost more than basses. And our relationship to the floor is always really important. So end pins, extra pillows and everything. May I stop? Oh, good. They told me to keep talking till they're ready. They're ready. Here is the Sun Orchestra performing for you Piece for Children by Mendelssohn, and then Louie Louie. So the big fun thing about that was that two fathers got very excited that their children were playing that. And we said, and then Pei-An told them all about how parents can't really clap in time. So Pei-An was like literally practicing clapping at uneven times to make sure that they could keep playing. We've had a lot of fun with that piece, in case you didn't know. So, bye, sweetie. Bye-bye. See you. So we also had master classes during our program, and what a master class is a master teacher coaches a student on their solo. We had 3 master classes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we had 10 students play their solos. We hired a pianist this year. What's that? What did I do? Okay. I'm going to keep talking until they tell me to stop. That's the rule of this concert, apparently. Let's see. I was going to tell you something, and now I just forgot. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, yeah, I coached this group with Wendy. I coached this group with Wendy. Wendy and I are going to share the Moon group. We thought this would be nice because then they can get warmed up for their ensembles together when we have the Moon right in a row after the Sun. So, oh, excuse me, guys, be very careful with that pot. Very seriously, that pot is covering one of Brian's recording things, and we put a hat on it so no one would touch it. And I just heard it banged. So, Brian, aren't you glad that we put that big kitchen pot? I see the thumbs up. There's a big steel kitchen pot on top of that outlet. So, the first piece we'll play is a Largo by Chopin, and it's for 5 cello quintet. So we've spread it through the group. The evening prayer, the Humperdinck, I decided that they didn't need me to conduct because You know, sometimes when there's no conductor, you even listen better, and they play it so beautifully. So, and then the third one, we might feature a special carbon fiber black cello. Does anyone know the Wednesday series on Netflix? Yeah. yeah, thanks. Painted Black is one of the theme songs, so paid a lot of money for that arrangement, so you better enjoy it. And that'll be the third piece. But I think I actually have to be there now, right? All right, is everybody ready? Are you guys tuned? Your cellos have been sitting a while. You okay? Awesome. So there's the carbon fiber cello. Wednesday played on it. Woohoo! It's mine. Just saying. So it's an awesome cello for outdoor concerts. Rain and weather doesn't bother it. I don't know if it's in tune still because that's when everybody at campus basically tried it. So, and here is Painted Black with Wendy Morton on the podium. So now for something a little bit different, we will bring the cello sextet up. They will be playing the Dvorak. They are called the Dvorak Ensemble because Dvorak wrote one of our big, huge cello concertos, but they are also playing the Dvorak Serenade. It's a serenade for winds with a solo cello and bass part. And the cello part's crazy. It's crazy fun, but we have this really fast needle part in it. So, but now we're just going to have this arrangement for 6 cellos. We have a guest cellist this evening, Zach Finley. You might not see him on the program, but he's in that orchestra, right? He's in that sextet. We know that for a fact. Let's see, is my cello back there again? Okay, thanks. Just, I'll need it for the last piece. So, and let's see, Pei-An and Wendy coached this ensemble, and it's a bigger work. So we just decided today to just perform the one movement. That was really badly put. We're performing the ultimate first movement. was awesome. We have one other little mistake in the program. We have 3 Tagawan brothers here, but that one's not Jordan. That's Julian. I know this, so. Where's Jordan? That's Jordan. There's Jaden. See, I know all these things. And Vivian is not here because she's a star in a big dance thing right now. So Julian came in, was it only yesterday? 2 days ago. I can't tell. It was a really fun week. It was packed. So that was our sextet with a little bit of name problems. But we will send out to both of them corrected programs. We now have the Kabalevsky Ensemble. The Kabalevsky Ensemble is doing 2 works. The Magnum Mysterium is by Victoria. It's a medieval voice chant, and the cello is so close to the human voice, it really works well to be transcribed. Mark Rudolph, OSU cellist, made an arrangement for cello quartet, and then the Wagenseil Sonata, the first movement. He wrote a Wagenseil about mid-1700s and wrote about 5 or 6 cello quartets. So let's see if they are happy yet. I will just continue chatting about how awesome they are. I coached them, and Mary Davis coached them. And we have the right Tagawan brother in that list there. Okay. So without further ado, can we welcome the Kabalevsky Ensemble. can't believe we have the last ensemble already. These are 4 of our 5 fellows. The other fellow is Cecilia, and they're like our cello slaves. Whoops, I didn't say that out loud. They're just fantastic. I mean, when Pastor Joel said how positive the vibes were here, yes, UCelli is awesome, and we are positive. Then the next level, all of our fellows, and then all of our students when we ask them to help the other one do something. So it's just been such a joy of a week here. And we didn't have enough room for all the cellos here, so this is our Shostakovich ensemble. They are all seniors off to colleges and another new chapter of their lives. We might have to have a, what do you call that when people come back? Yeah, reunion, that's the word. Whew, it's been a long day. We might have to have a reunion to have all these cellists come back over the years. Shostakovich, how you doing there? Awesome! Shostakovich ensemble. I forgot to say what they were playing, and I had something cool to say about that. Guys, can I just tell them what scherzo means? Scherzo means joke. So it's kind of interesting that we have scherzo humoresque, because that's a humorous joke. Obviously you needed to know that. And that Prokofiev, you can hear the mechanical machinery happening in it, and the jest and the joke of that. And then the Quartet is written by Mr. Walker, who's a friend of Pro Musica Celli. And so UCelli hasn't played it yet, so you will hear it from the Shostakovich Ensemble. But first, Prokofiev's Scherzo Humoresque. Lucy and the JJs. That's as far as I go with that. Yeah, oh, we've had so much fun. Now I would like all the cellists to very carefully, the cellists who are at the back, go up first. Take your time, take your time. This concert, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, fans, this concert is going to be streamed and stay on UCelli's webpage. You can share with aunts and uncles, grandpa, grandmas, anybody you want. So, tell you just a little bit more about our week. We did have theory classes. We did a little bit of theory. We did intervals. We had technique classes where we talked about vibrato and intervals and how to shift, the different kinds of shifts. We also had informal student performances that our fellows ran, and those were super fun. Basically, people like on Tuesday or Wednesday decided what they wanted to play, and we just kind of had people playing for each other here and showing off to each other and sharing things. Some that just learned the piece the day before. There is a bow over there. I bet you somebody would like to have it. Does anybody missing a bow? I'm just see it, so I'm wondering. We also had Jen from the Loft Violin Shop. Jen from the Violin Shop, and she had cellos that had been taken apart. She talked about bow care, string care, and she's always awesome. She comes, and the students have a lot of questions, and we just have a great time. I think that I got to get on the stage in the middle there. So that's, we have special thanks to the Loft Violin Shop for scholarship, also to Sandy and Howard. We thank you for the scholarship money. If anybody would like to give scholarship money, it goes 100% to our students. Nice to see you here, Jane. And I saw another cello. I saw Jill here too. How are we doing? Is it looking good? Can I get my cello? We would like to play, it's just called The Cello Song. Basically, it's the G major prelude. You will recognize that. But it's also Ave Maria by Bach and the G major prelude from the first suite by Bach. And then maybe possibly a little bit of percussion and theater. Oh, and my daughter's calling. Hold on. Turn it off. With your cello and your end pin out. Ready, Cora? No, my end is too short. Some short kid can play on it. I'm always ready. 7. Now, that was pretty fun. Did you like our theater? I know, that was pretty clever. We do have a reception afterwards. I do ask that all the cellists pack up their cellos first. And do look for your music stand and any extra things that are around, but music stands sometimes get left. I'll just donate them to the church. We have a reception across the hall. And which parents will be helping us clear? Of course, Matt's going to help me. Do we have one or two more? Yes, thank you. I know which dads these are. Let's see, what else did, Pei-An and Wendy, could you come down here and Mary? I did. You can tell them again. Tell them again. Go on, tell them.
Okay. All right. So, hello. So this concert is still being streamed right now. So now I feel a little embarrassed. Okay. So it's on our Facebook page being streamed, and it will stay there. So if you would like to watch again, or invite family and friends to watch, or if the kids want to watch themselves, then can go on our Facebook page, which is UCelli, the Columbus Cello Quartet.
I think that's it. Thank you for giving us your children. They're wonderful. Woo!